Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, for the Halloween season, I have a horror film to review for you. Again, yep. And this time around, I'm going to be reviewing a rather old horror film. Well, that's pretty typical for me, I usually review old stuff anyway. And it's on my, my to-do list of movies to review. Fucking hell, it just comes up, I know I'm going to finish this shit. But anyway, as always, let's just get into the story, shall we? I'm gonna make this be a fairly short review because I have a truck ton of stuff to review, folks. There's gonna be the film titled The House That Vanished. So, as usual, let's just get into the plot of this particular movie, of course. But anyway, there is this London fashion model whom does travel into the countryside with her boyfriend that takes pictures for a living. And let's just say is searching for an abandoned house that he tends to find something there. But of course doesn't right away tell her what that something might have been. So of course, as you might expect, there's some weird shit of course going on in here in this movie. They do discover the home at night, a nightfall, of course, and while exploring it, let's just say, oh boy, there's some weird shit in this film, so to speak. So that's basically the premise of this film, so to speak. And this film was also released under the title of Scream and Diet and Please Don't Go Into the House. Why does this film have so many different titles? I don't fucking know. But anyway, this is a 1973 British horror film. And I can say this one, it wasn't too bad, I suppose. I do recommend it for those who have not seen it, because I actually quite enjoyed it myself. I mean, yes, it's cheaply made, I'll say that, sure, but at the end of the day, I didn't hate it. I think it was bad, really. So I've seen worse. I've seen way worse than this. I'd definitely say I quite enjoy it more than the films nowadays. I'll give it that. So they really don't make horror films like they used to. They really don't. Fucking hell. So I know that's something I know that's something I am often saying. They don't make these types of movies like they used to, like they did in the past. This is definitely one of the better horror films I've seen. And overall, I can say that this was a pretty solid film as a whole, because I do like the acting, I do like the premise, and some weird stuff is going to happen, of course. This is a horror film, what the hell were you expecting? I mean, really? So, anyway. So, for the film as a whole, I would say that, check it out, folks. You can actually find this on DVD if you want. I'm not sure if this ever got a Blu-ray release. It probably did, but to my knowledge, I'm not quite sure, really. So anyway, this film does have its moments, of course. I do like the setting, of course. The setting is pretty cool, if you ask me. So that's the thing, folks. Yeah, it's not it's not the bloodiest, goriest horror film ever, which is fine by me because it doesn't have to be super bloody to be entertaining. And that's the thing, folks. When it comes to horror films, a lot of people seem to, think that, oh, it has to be gory, it has to have like a ton of sex scenes or whatever. Not necessarily. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it if it's in there. I mean, as long as it goes with the story, I'm fine with it. But then at the same time, it doesn't necessarily need to be the goriest or the most raunchiest horror film ever. I mean, it could, but it doesn't really have to. But anyway, so I know horror films nowadays, I'm more into the whole supernatural, like ghost-related stuff. Oh boy, there seems to be a lot of ghost-related horror films nowadays. The paranormal films, anybody? But I actually found this film a lot more entertaining than the paranormal activity films. I said it. But if this film was made nowadays, it probably had some ghosts, like the paranormal activity movies. Which I think kind of overstated its welcome, if you ask me. But what the hell ever. I won't be surprised if there was some Hollywood producer or director or whatever wants to remake this film. I bet you one of these that's gonna happen. I bet you one of these days it's gonna remake this film. Even if there's not an audience asking for it, but they'll probably do it anyway because lots of people in Hollywood are remaking stuff anyway. So anyway, folks, I can say that this film is pretty cool in its own way. I liked it. So there's not much I can say other than that because this was honestly a pretty solid film. It really was. Yeah, I don't review British horror films that often. Really, I really don't, which is a shame because I like reviewing films from like different places around the world, different states, different continents, different countries or whatever. I like doing that. But anyway, it is a lot more entertaining than some of the crap that's coming out nowadays. I'll give you that. That's for fucking sure. So anyway, not a bad movie. No, I enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, I've seen better horror films out there. I've seen better films out there, but this was a pretty solid film as it is. If you just, take it in for what it is, and just judge it on its own merits, I'll say check it out. I know lots of people out there don't want to watch old horror films because they're old, which I think is stupid. And, a lot of people out there nowadays just want to dismiss the old horror films from the past just because of the fact that they're old, which is stupid. But anyway, this film would definitely be something I won't mind watching again one of these days, I suppose. So anyway, The House That Vanished gets an overall rating of a 6.8 out of 10. It gets a 6.8 out of 10 for me, folks. Of course, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, oh yeah.